ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the last game here between RSG Philippines versus Smart Omega. GG RSG or One Shot Omega. We'll see how it pans out. Naz already cutting that lane, so okay, let's slow things down here. Again, pacing is going to be looking to set. Ryzen's going to head secure those buffs. So Light trying to get some vision here too. So again, the tension between the two teams is going to be massive. You have to respect Demon Kite on this Akai as well. Look at this, already early action. Light going to take quite a bit of damage, has to flicker out early on. Ryzen not going to want to commit just yet. So again, push and pull, and it doesn't end just yet as Ryzen gets taken down here. First blood going over to Aqua.
Yeah, awesome rotation there by Nasir, just in time to clean up and pick up the remnants of this skirmish. RSGPH, again, having the early lead here. And this is exactly what you would expect, though. The Thamas is going to be able to get a hit. So is the Yeeve in the mid lane. Right now, Light trying to press that advantage a little, rotating down the bottom side. But there also is Chaknu to babysit Kelra a little bit.
It's a little worrying for me for the side of RSGPH that none of them have opted to go for that Purify spell. So if Chaknu goes in for those moments, which he usually is able to do, it's kind of difficult for RSGPH to maneuver around that unless they can bait that out beforehand. But as you can see here, once again, both roamers here, Light as well as Chaknu, opening up vision for their team.
Renzio actually going to be the focus. Now in the top lane, they grab another kill here. Again, going over to Aqua. Big pickup here early on, 2 minutes in the game. Turtle now up. This should be a free one for RSG Philippines. That's the thing, right? If Aqua, hold that thought. Emon being the focus here, 2 versus 1. Pops the blazing duet. Kelra not able to kill here. So that was a committed kind of action from Smart Omega to response with the turtle. And this is crazy, right? Because again, this is going against the grain of the previous 4 games. Right now, it doesn't stop yet. Kelra going to be the focus. Real world manipulation comes down. Light trying to cut him off. Kelra trying to run. Takes quite a bit of damage himself. Light, you got to be careful. There's the way of the dragon. He finds the kill.
Oh no, and E2 Max here a little late to the party. He is trying to follow up on that damage onto Light, but unfortunately, he came a little bit too late to the party. So now RSG Philippines with the pickoffs on the board with the turtle in their pocket. They are leading with a 1.5k gold lead.
Yeah, I think right now, RSG PH, the ball's in their court. They need to be able to take this lead, snowball it even further, or better still, turn that into kills and objectives. That's exactly what they've been looking for so far. Kelra down bottom, amazing jukes there in the real manipulation. Unfortunately, was still taken down, and RSG, they're not letting up, trying to press on the aggression here in the bottom side.
Yeah, there's going to be some pressure a lot here on Kelra. Like I said, they don't want to just let him free farm here. We know exactly what can happen on any type of carry pick, whichever team decides to pick carry. And now, look at the focus, right? It's all in this bottom gold lane. Meanwhile, somewhat of an eternal battle at the top, Thamus versus Esmeralda, but they do need to slow things down the best they can. Demon Kite gonna lock down Ryzen with the heavy spin. Does he have the follow-up? There's no one there just yet. Now Naz comes in a little bit too late. Light not able to help out either. And right now, they're just trying to invade the jungle, take the buffs from Ryzen. They don't want to give him an easy, kind of just a free roam on this jungle pick right now. Renzio trying to help him out, but again, it's going to be secured. Emon now in trouble. Kelra looking for a kill here. Finds Emon as he falls. Kelra grabbing a kill.
Yeah, a lot of trades have happened on the board here for both teams. It does seem like RSG, they're playing very aggressively into that top line, knowing that the next objective is there, and so that is going to be secured, as well as the buff coming in from Omega. But it is going to be Kelra here with 1 kill on the board. They have looked for some sort of compensation as of yet.
RGPH, they are looking to end this game, right? They are on a timer here. The moment this reaches the later part of the game, they're gonna have a difficult time chunking down the HP bars of Omega. So that's why they really need to capitalize on this lead that they have now. Iman dying there was not good for RSGPH. And actually, he's picked up the flicker this time instead of the sprint on the Claude.
Ooh, Light. I don't know if that's the Light spider sense there, but he knew they were there, so He forces them back, so this is already a turret secured here for RSG Philippines. They're going to start continuing on with this lead. They have the 2.4K gold lead. They will most likely go in for a lane swap too, but meanwhile in the top lane, Naz versus Renzio. Looking to get the kill here. Can he find him? Renzio still has the shield. Here comes Ryzen though. Naz could be in trouble. Pops the Vengeance. It's a 2 versus 1. This man knows how to play, but hold on. They focus him down, and Naz falls.
Man, it took 2 members from the side of Omega to commit on to Makunaz himself in order for him to get taken down. He is so good in that EXP lane, buying so much time and baiting a lot of man resources coming in from Omega, whereas Demon Kite in the meanwhile has just secured and been so aggressive into the jungle of Omega.
I mean, I'd say that's still a win for RSG. Just one person alone, Naz, bought so much time, like you said, for them to be able to take the mid-tier 1 turret, and this clears so much space for them in terms of map control, especially now that the turtle is spawning. You can see that RSGPH already have the better position on this objective.
Wondering again, does Smart Omega just allow, 3 turtles just through, right? They don't have to fight these, to be honest. That's what we've seen before. So right now, 3 turtles going to be secured by RSG Philippines as they look to continue on the turrets in the top lane, forcing everybody back here. Smart Omega, meanwhile, at the bottom lane, it's the continued 1 versus 1. At what point does Smart Omega choose to actually be aggressive, or do they just continue on to be on the defensive?
I mean, they need to wait for those power spikes to hit, but meanwhile here, Naz caught in a weird situation.
No, this one could be it, but look at Naz. Pops the Vengeance, forcing 3 members of Smart Omega back here. That's how confident he is. Here comes Light. Who's Light gonna catch? Forcing Ryzen back now. There's gonna be the dawning light. Naz quite low here. Ryzen trying to roll out. Jack New there, just waiting patiently here. That's gonna be the knockup. They find the way of the dragon as 1 falls for Smart Omega.
Chase was so long. I almost thought they might fall into a bait of sorts by Omega, but still being able to take Ryzen down there, so extremely well played. Now RSG, they are at about a 3K gold lead ahead of Omega. Not super far ahead yet, but they are definitely looking to press this on. As you can see, map state 3 turrets already down, so RSG feels like they've put a pedal to the metal.
Oh, right now, another way the dragon is going to find the connection here. Etu Max falls. This is the decision-making of Light, just showing how strong it's going to work here. He's already 3-0.
Oh no, this isn't looking good for the side of Omega at all. Already 4,000 gold lead, 4 turrets, 3 turtles. I do understand this is the way that Omega plays. They don't want to try and contest all these objectives on the board and wait for the power spikes to happen. But you're right, when is that going to be? Because they are so behind, it's going to take quite a while for Kelra to build those initial items, those very imperative items, as well as to wait on the power spikes coming in from E2 Max. He does already have that item built up, so maybe perhaps he can use that Dawning Light a little bit more effectively, as well as more in duration.
Yeah, I think as the game goes on, right, it gets a lot lower here, but already confidence showing. They're going to go ahead and work on this normal Lord up. It's only 8, almost 9 minutes into the game. Smart Omega not even around this, really. They don't even care about this first Lord. They're just going to give it in the hands here of Demon Kite as he goes ahead and gets the Retribution off. Meanwhile, Now's going to focus on Etu Max here, forcing them back a little bit. Light now making his way up. Could be looking for a target if he decides to get in. Flicker's almost up here. Not going to be able to get it yet. Etu Max in trouble. Demon Kite under turret here, forcing them back as Etu Max is now fallen. Light once again. Can he find it? There's the combination. Gets the way of the dragon. And another kill goes to RSG Philippines.
Light being an absolute beast on this troll right now. Getting that 2-man knockup as well as the flicker ult onto Omega. My goodness. And now 9 minutes into the game, RSGPH, they're looming over Omega's bases here with the Lord coming up, charging up the top side. They're also putting pressure on this mid lane.
I mean, every single one of the members of RSG, they're playing so insanely. Naz dealing out so much damage, but also able to sustain the damage given to him, as well as Light being able to take those really critical plays as the real-world manipulation here gets popped up.
Look how much damage that's doing, Renzio! He gets taken down, but here comes Chaknu. He's gonna get stunned by the heavy spin. 2 fall for Smart Omega, and RSG Philippines could be looking to do something, but Kelra grabs a kill. This is the aggression that they want. Nas could be in trouble. Ryzen, you gotta be careful here. And 2 Max with the Mystic Field. So far, they buy a little time, but they find a couple kills too.
So much damage being output with that real-world manipulation, and he was only able to get that Holy Crystal after that fight. So expect more damage output coming in from Aqua, as in addition to the slow coming in with that Ice Queen wand.
I mean, great plays now by RSG. Didn't manage to take down any of the inhibitors, but still it was a good push. And now looking at the items, Kelra actually picking up the Wind of Nature already, so he's going to be able to mitigate some of that damage coming especially from Iman's Blazing Duet.
Yeah, a lot of this relies, right, on Kelra. He already has that Wind of Nature, so that's a little more defensive here for him. Has the sprint too, right? So positioning is going to be crucial for Kelra. Again, Chaknu has to be making those Mamba plays of his on this Kufa. That's really what he's trying to do here too. But unfortunately, there just hasn't been enough follow-up yet because of the gap in terms of golden items. So as they buy time, they can lower that gap and then start to follow up on those sets coming out from Chaknu.
Okay, in game number 1, Omega was behind 10,000 gold, and they were able to still win that game. So there is still definitely a possibility that Omega can come back from this. So let's not lose hope for now as we wait on the power spikes to continue to progress for the side of Omega. E2 Max has not yet gotten that lightning truncheon, so the damage output is still not at max capacity. But meanwhile, RSGPH with their beautiful setups, they are going ahead to take this next objective in that Lord.
Yeah, and I think the difference here is that Omega definitely is geared with a better draft this time to take late game. So even though it sounds similar to game 1, I think it is on RSGPH to close this game out as soon as they can. Now they've secured the Lord completely for free. Omega not even going to contest this, so very, very disciplined, knowing that they need to just drag this game out for as long as possible. But they're going to have to put up one big defense here.
Wow, look at the damage dealt here from Navs, right? Like I said, this is a
How is
signature
that
hero.
possible?
Yeah, it's Navs on Thamus, right? This is one of his signature hero picks from the previous seasons. He knows exactly how to play this into the Esmeralda, and now already base can be cracked open here for Smart Omega. They're gonna have to defend their minds out as they work on the Lord. Mid turret's gonna be taken down here. Dawning Light comes out. Renzio goes in with a Falling Star Moon. Real world manipulation comes down, forcing them back here. Light finds someone, but they're all gonna be up just now. Chaknu's gonna charge up, and it's okay. They do lose 2 turrets, but no one goes down.
Yeah, so far still, no, I really almost thought Chaknu was going to pull the trigger there, especially since Aqua has already expended that huge ultimate. But I guess Omega, they know that they have to wait it out, so still going to just, you know, be a bit more disciplined here, a bit more patient, as well as they look to just clear up the lanes.
Yeah, this is difficult for Omega. Sure, Kelra already has a Scarlet Phantom as well, so we can see the damage already kind of building, but not to max capacity. And Aqua on top of it already with the glowing wand being taken for himself. KDA of 404, so in addition to the slow, in addition to the damage from that Holy Crystal as well, we can already feel the dot that is going to be a huge factor in this upcoming game.
There you go, Light with the Way of the Dragon. Real world manipulation goes down. Look at Emon! Finds Get2 Max with the Blazing Duet. But Renzio trying to turn this one around. Emon might be a little overextended. Takes quite a bit of damage himself. Demon Kite there trying to block them off. Renzio, you have to be careful here. Only 1 falls for Smart Omega. That could have been way worse than what happened.
Well, but they're just so quick. You can see RSG, the moment they got what they want, they got E2 Max, they immediately retreated, and Chaknu, even though he was trying to find that counter engage, he just couldn't close the gap.
Oh man, this is, yeah, like you said, Eterna, this is a tough situation. They have to be really careful on where they engage, and if you notice too, right, again, a lot of that damage is front-loaded on this carry as another item is secured here. They gotta be careful here. Renzio, Demon Kite gonna zone them out with the heavy spin. Next Lord gonna be up in 20 seconds. It would surprise me if Smart Omega does not actually want to contest the next Lord, because how long? How long can they just defend in their base? I mean, we've seen it before. They proved us wrong before. But do you really want to continue to lose turret after turret in your base with a charged up Lord coming in?
It all depends if Chaknu can find a moment or not, because without a proper setup coming in from Chaknu or even Ryzen perhaps on the Baxia, it's going to be very difficult for Kelra to deal out the damage because of that lack in range that the carry is currently facing. So RSGPH, they just need to be able to situate themselves in a way that they're not grouped up, and they are definitely going to be able to win this Lord without any contest.
You can see that Renzio's positioning himself, giving vision to his team as well on this Lord. So potentially they might want to contest this. Ryzen also making his way down slowly to this objective. Now it's getting harder and harder for RSG now to be able to take these team fights really cleanly. And so they definitely have to be careful.
Look at Light coming in from the back. He's going to be looking for a target here. Lord's still going to be worked on. Renzio's got to be careful too. Now the rest of RSG Philippines going to focus on the Lord. No one's going to go just yet. Who's going to secure this one? Light takes quite a bit of damage. It's going to be secured here by Demon Kite, and that one is taken by them. He has to use the heavy spin to buy some time, but he's going to fall here. Killing spree for Kelra as he finds Demon Kite, but now they have to defend against the Lord.
One member taken down for the side of RSG, and you could see that E2 Max was waiting to pop out that Dawning Light to be able to secure or steal away the Lord. Unfortunately, it came out a second too late, and RSGPH Demon Kite was able to get that even though he got taken down in return.
That was a bit too close for comfort for me, honestly. On RSG, Light trying to find the flank, but at the same time, you cannot just walk up into Kelra at this point. But the knockup comes on to Chaknu here. The flicker will not save him as Iman dives back into them with the blazing duet here. Does not get any more kills, but Ryzen taking a lot of damage. Knockup comes through. So does the damage, and he falls as well. Kelra trying to escape from the realm of manipulation, but he does not get it. He falls as well, gets sealed in the body bag, and now Renzio getting a consolation prize onto RSGPH, but they're going for the end here. They're trying to do it. The damage on the core, it's gonna be RSGPH.